Hey everyone, welcome back to Pine Hollow Auto Diagnostics. Back in the shop today is the 2007 Subaru Outback. If you remember this one from earlier in the summer with the P0420 code, we replaced the exhaust manifold and cat assembly. I'll just show this to you. Here's what it looks like. There's the problem. Someone already tried welding this piece back on, but it was a stress fracture all the way around this pipe, causing an exhaust leak. And that was due to cheap aftermarket exhaust being installed and really torquing the exhaust the wrong way, and that really didn't fare very well for the exhaust manifold, because if this is really under high stress and vibration, it's a solid connection to the cylinder head through these pipes. These ones have little flex pipes so they can relieve the stress, but that was the cause of the exhaust leak. So we got that fixed up, but the customer has another complaint. Airbag light's on. So let's get in it, scan it, see what we find. Alright, let's see. What do we have on our scanner? So in the airbag menu, we have a code 26 passenger airbag indicator failure. You see the little airbag warning light is always on. And the little indicator that the code is fussing about is this guy up here. So when I'm not sitting on the seat, you see the on turns off, and it should actually say off. You can see the off LED is not lighting up when it should. If I sit on it, it comes on and it tells me to buckle up. So this LED in here is not functional. That's what the code is all about. Now, what are your thoughts on this? LEDs usually don't burn out. So I'm tempted to take this little whatever control board out that controls these LEDs, and maybe there's like a bad solder joint or something. I've seen this a few times before and the customer wants it fixed, so nothing to lose here. Let's tear this console off. So it looks like there's two Phillips screws up in here. I assume this thing should come out of here. Maybe there's more screws behind here. Yes, there are. Not too bad. And we have a whole bunch of connectors. There's one. That's for the lights. So, here's the gizmo. Let's get it to the bench and try to remove the piece with the LEDs in it. Okay, awesome. That comes off. And finally, That's all it is. Just 4 LEDs on a little circuit board. And to tell you the truth, some of these solder joints look kind of crusty where the wires connect to the board. So let's get the soldering iron out, reflow at least those connections, and see what else. There's this little foam strip covering some resistors, but let's start with the accessible contacts, plug it in, see if the LEDs work, and go from there. Alright, let's go to town. Soldering iron is nice and toasty. Just going to go one by one here. Reflow some of this solder. Just hold it on there until the original solder melts, and we'll add a drop of new solder to each junction. Okay, so let's plug it in the car and see if that made any difference. Well, key's on. If I sit in it, that's the airbag on. That's telling me to buckle up. But these two guys are still not functional. If I get my butt off the seat, oh, did you see that? Is there a little flicker? It's trying. So somewhere, I think on the back of this board, there's definitely a bad contact. Just trying to see if we can stress the board. There we go. That's so that one should stay lit all the time. That's like your passenger airbag in the middle, and this one should turn on when you kind of saw it, when the airbag is off. So the problem isn't with the contacts where the wires are soldered in, it's somewhere on the board with the resistors or the chips. So we have some more soldering to do. So next step is to reflow the solder on these 4 resistors. There's one for each LED. So that shouldn't be too difficult to do. There's one. So I want to do one component at a time just to try to pinpoint where the problem is. Okay, so the resistors are all soldered now. Let's see if that makes a difference. Alright, here we go. Key on. Hey, all lights. Sweet. Got it. So right now I'm sitting in it. That light says on. If I lift my butt off the seat, And we got off. Awesome. I like it. And let's see. Codes. So the code's still there. Let's clear it out. Yes. Your ignition off for 10 seconds. I'm excited. So these resistors. So six joints reflowed here, and then the main wires. I think we should be back in business. Notice the airbag light is off. All our lights are working. Continue. Codes. Nice. Ah, beautiful feeling. No parts required, just a little heat, a little solder. So if your Subaru has that airbag light on, might be a really simple problem. Nothing wrong with the airbags, just these silly little indicator LEDs. Final check. Boom. Nice and bright, everything works. You flex the board. Confirmed fix. So I think the customer will be very happy. Doesn't have to take it to the dealer or anything. And that's it. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Alright, bonus footage. Here's what it looks like when it's all put back together. Everything lights up at once, and then if you're sitting on the seat, boom, it'll say on. If you are not in the seat, it'll say off. So that middle one should always stay lit when the key is in the ignition. So everything works. Airbag light is not on.